Greetings, Oak Grove. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Saturday, March 13th marks 1 year to the day that I announced that we would be closing our campus because of COVID-19. Since then, so many things have happened to our community and to our church. We've lost many beloved friends. Our children and youth have lost an entire year of what should have been a normal school year. We've been isolated, and we've been separated for most of this time, and yet some surprising and positive things have also happened during the past year. We learned how to shift our worshiping community online, and in so doing, we have added what is essentially another campus to our Oak Grove community, namely the online campus. Never again will we offer worship only to those who can physically join us. From now on, worshiping online will be available for all those who cannot leave their homes, all those who live far away, and all those who are traveling but who would still want to worship with their church family while they are away. We added a new worship format that we call One Worship to enable in-person worship in the parking lot, appealing to both modern and traditional worshipers, as well as those who join online. With many adjustments for safety, our missions work has continued stronger than ever to meet the many needs created by COVID-19. Our 2020 It's Spooky to Be Hungry food drive collected more food than ever before, 875 boxes, and raised an additional $4,400 to purchase food for partner organizations. Through our Mission Monday efforts, we have collected diapers and food and cleaning supplies, books, and other items to assist ministry partners who serve vulnerable populations. Last summer and fall, we shared more than 2,000 bags of shelf-stable food with school-aged children through Smart Lunch, Smart Kid, and Blessing Bags. Last August, we raised enough money to provide 150,000 meals for hungry children around the world through Feed My Starving Children. And as for the annual barbecue, though we all missed the opportunity to do it in person, the virtual No Swine 59 barbecue raised more money virtually than we had raised before in person, and in so doing supported all the ministries that had been traditionally supported each year by this effort. Our mobile soup kitchen continued distributing meals to the homeless, making the sandwiches in family kitchens instead of at church, sharing masks and hats and blessing bags made by our scout troops, our children, our youth, and adults of Oak Grove. Our refugee families continued to receive our support, including tutoring, computer equipment for virtual school, and baby supplies for the new arrivals among them. Our nurture ministry has been busy making phone calls to hundreds of people, safely delivering lilies and poinsettias to our members who are homebound, and partnering with senior adult ministries who safely distributed upper room devotional guides. Our prayer quilt ministry has continued to provide quilts and to empower people to pray for those who are sick. Our youth group, children's groups, and adult Sunday school groups continued to meet, either outside in person or by using Zoom for classes. People who had never used their computers in this way learned to connect with each other using technology for virtual meetings. Now that so many of us know how to use this technology, there will likely never again be a gathering that will not be able to include those who, for whatever reason, cannot attend in person. On the financial front, we applied for and received Payroll Protection Program funding, which enabled our schools to reopen and retain their staff, even though they had fewer children enrolled. Giving to the church also remained strong, so that we paid all of our conference apportionment askings in full and ended the year with a modest surplus of funds. We have learned how to adapt. We have learned to persevere. We have kept each other safe to the best of our ability. And now the end of our long separation is in sight. After consulting with health experts within our community, we have made some decisions of which I want you to be aware. As more and more of our people become vaccinated, more and more possibilities will open up for us to return to meeting on campus in person. Because we believe that by the end of May, most of our adults who are at risk for severe illness will have had the opportunity to become vaccinated, we believe that in June, we will be able to resume some level of in-person worship inside our building. Of course, we will be following the local data trends closely and paying attention to local guidance about reopening closer to that time to make sure we can reopen safely. But until then, we urge absolutely everyone to be vaccinated as soon as you are eligible, so we may begin to safely worship in person in our sanctuary and fellowship hall again. But because not everyone may be vaccinated right at the 1st of June, we will continue to follow health department guidelines such as those to do with distancing and mask wearing. We will continue to make reservations for in-person worship to keep the number of people present inside to safe levels. We will still, in this early stage, offer 1 hour of worship only and will not immediately have small group meetings like Sunday school, youth, or children's classes, or nursery service on Sunday mornings. We will have people seated by volunteers as they enter for worship. We will take temperatures at the entrances, and at least right at the first, the music offered both in traditional and modern will not include live singing. And any service we do from now on into the future will be live streamed for the benefit of those who cannot come in person. All of these precautions will ensure that those who have not yet been able to get the vaccine will still be protected by the safety practices that we will put in place. As for youth and children's activities, these will continue to be held predominantly outside until such time as a vaccine for youth and children can be distributed. We will, however, have outdoor youth events and VBS outdoors this year. And the Christian school and young children's school will be able to have summer camps this year as well. We are nearing the end of our time away, and I hope we will remain strong for the time that remains. We cannot let down our guard or loosen our restrictions too soon. But if we will all seek out the vaccine and keep our masks on until it's truly safe to take them off, then the joyous reunion we've all been praying for will be ours to celebrate. Come this fall when school begins, I expect us to be close to being fully open again. If we all will do our part in these last few months, I know our summer, fall, and winter will be a new beginning for our beloved community. Let us all pray for this outcome and do our best to make it so. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us.